Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast, the reviews, movies, and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 690, and it is your review of Ryan Johnson's The Brothers Bloom. As always, it is the Nerd you're going to hear the host of the show, alongside my wonderful co-host Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? And I forgot to turn on my green.
There you go. Now you got your
Forgot
green on.
forgot my green.
Yes, sir. Live, early, and ad-free for our patrons over at patreon.com/thenerdcore at the $1 tier. You get this episode live and early before anybody else gets to watch it and listen to it on Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Of course, we did not do anything on Monday because, well, Brad was in Blink 182. So
I was
we
driving up to Blink 182 on Monday, and then Tuesday I was at Blink 182.
Yeah.
690.
Yeah. Nice.
Luis.
So we ended up going to what's it called? We ended up not doing anything on those days, so we had to push back Bergman month just one more week down. So this Monday we officially begin our Bergman month with our third Bergman month with Ayden. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait for us to do that. But of course, before we can get into the review, Brad, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I didn't do much today. I watched The Acolyte, I watched The Brothers Bloom, and I finished off the few episodes of The Bear I had today.
I watched The Acolyte. Hold on, no. I watched the boys first.
See, I still have not watched The Boys, so no spoilers.
Great episode. Boys. I watched The Boys first. I watched The Brothers Bloom. I watched The Acolyte, and I am currently at episode 9 of The Bear season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, unless these guys are gonna want to play a game of Warzone tonight, I'll probably finish that before I go to bed. But yeah, I've been watching that. Wanted to go ahead and what's it called? I need to just start putting. I'm telling myself and I'm telling Brad that like I need to start putting myself in this mindset of getting shit done early, because my job. I'm commuting a really long way right now, so at least until next month when I can move, I need to start watching shit like at least on the weekends or whenever I have free time.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah. Brad, you have a fucking car, bro. You have a long commute because you live in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I have a long commute because I have to take the freaking bus and I have to wait.
It's still a long commute for all of us.
Yes.
And I guarantee I pay more.
Brad, no shit, you pay more, but that's because you have the ability to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I want the ability? I just live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Now we're an hour and 13, but tomorrow I have a fingerprinting appointment that I have to do for what's it called for my job, which if I took the bus would be an hour and 43 minutes long. So, yeah.
Hey, don't hate on Matt on public transit.
No, I'm gonna hate on it, bro.
Don't hate on public transit.
Yeah, I won't hate on it. Specifically the Houston.
Don't hate on public. Hey, you live in a state where they will take that away. They will take it away.
When watching The Boys, remember the safe word is fun. Brad doesn't know what that means.
I don't know what that means yet. So shut up, Stacy.
Shut up, Stacy.
No spoilers.
Shout out to Stacy though. He said that he was out and about and he found what's it called, the 4K steelbook of Starship Troopers.
Oh shit.
For me. Oh. So he said, "Hey man, I'm just gonna send that over to you." He goes, "Don't worry about paying me." He goes,
"Oh damn,
you can have it."
Good guy, Stacy.
So thanks, Stacy, man. That means a lot, bro. Stacy is always here in chat with us to discuss with us.
And I believe Stacy will mail that off, unlike me, who has still not mailed off what I said I was going to mail off.
I'm still waiting for my Baby Yoda pop.
Yeah, he's in the closet. Yeah. So
it's fine. I don't have any of my pops with me right now, so like, I have to wait until we move. But yeah, bro, that's that. But dude, Brad, I've watched a lot of stuff today. I ordered a bunch of I had to put in an order for groceries, so I spent the morning making salsa and I made chicken salad. So but chicken salad Rawood style, where I put pickles and I put jalapenos. I don't put what's called celery or anything like that. I was like, I don't like it sweet. I wanted me a little spicy.
A little spice.
Yeah.
A little spice in your life.
Yeah. So I did that today and I just been watching a bunch of stuff. currently dealing with a little bit of a, but we'll see how that goes for later in the episode. But yeah, Brad, just nothing going on for the 4th of July, bro.
No, I am not going out anywhere.
No hot dogs, no burgers, or nothing.
No, my so everyone's out of town, really. So
Yeah.
I'm just here.
So that's why we could do this episode, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I man, I really wish I could have done something today, but then again, that would have meant that another episode we had to fucking cancel. So it's a good thing I'm not what's it called at a cookout today. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and get this going, Brad. So without further ado, Brad, let's go ahead and do this thing. So if you have not watched The Brothers Bloom, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes. This is your one and only spoiler warning, and this is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCourt. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. Go ahead and introduce them to Rian Johnson's The Brothers Bloom.
The one paragraph.
Yeah.
Coming from Wikipedia, The Brothers Bloom is a 2008 American caper comedy drama film written and directed by Rian Johnson.
Some sentence.
The film stars Rachel Weisz, Adrian Brody, Mark Ruffalo, Rinko Kikuchi, Maximilian Schnell, and Robbie Coltrane. Yes, that Robbie Coltrane. The film went into wide release in May 2009. And if you don't know who Robbie Coltrane, that's of course Hagrid.
Yeah.
You're a Harry Potter fan. So directed, written by Rian Johnson, produced by Rand Bergman, Wendy Jaffet, James D. Stern, cinematography, Steve Yedlin, edited by Gabriel Rye, music by Nathan Johnson, and I was distributed by the Weinstein Company, but it looks like some entertainment took it over. Earned budget $20 million, box office of $5.5 million. It was not a success in those terms, but I did want to read a part of this. For anyone who's watched the movie, you understand Rachel Weisz plays Penelope Stamp.
Vice, bro. It's Vice. She's
Vice.
German.
Whatever. Vice.
The W is V.
Vice, whatever. Penelope's skills. During the 2-week rehearsal period, Vice had to learn to look like she could do all the skills that her character Penelope knew. This included banjo, violin, guitar, piano, juggling, breakdancing, skateboarding, giraffe unicycle, and card tricks, among others. Brody helped Vice learn to skateboard. She said, Brody is a good skateboarder, so we were in the parking lot outside the place we were filming. Brody also helped her to learn to rap. When she first tried, he was so ashamed. The card trick was the most difficult for Vice and took her a month of practicing every day to learn. The shot itself took 11 or so takes, but the one continuous shot in the film is not enhanced in any way.
That's why she's damn good, bro. That's why she's one of the best. Oh my god. Stacy says, Rian Johnson, well, that sentence ruined my childhood.
Hey, we actually like that Star Wars movie. Don't tell anyone.
Brad, by the way, I need to go back to the half price books at my by my job because I believe I might have found that 4K steelbook of Last Jedi for like $10.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that'd be a good price.
It's a really dope looking one.
Yeah.
So I need to go back because that might be the one that I want to grab from that. I have the movie on Blu-ray, but I would like to have that on 4K. But yeah, man. Brad, you want to go ahead and give us your initial thoughts on The Brothers Bloom?
Yeah. I mean, of course, everyone knows Rian Johnson from Star Wars.
Yeah.
The backlash or the love for him.
I
know Rian Johnson from the movie Brick.
Yeah.
So that's where I originally know Rian Johnson from, and I absolutely adore that movie. It's different. It's kind of weird. This is different. I will say I didn't hate this movie, but I didn't also love it greatly. The cast, I think the casting is amazing. and I think some of the scenes with especially with Vice, Rachel Vice, and then Adrian Brody. I think some of their scenes and some of their acting ability is really shown in this movie, but the directing and the pacing in this is questionable to me. There are parts of this where it's like, they could have done something completely different with the scene to make it, you know, flow a little smoother or go a little better. But I do like some of the shots in this. I like the story. I like the story of two con artist brothers from the very beginning and showing them trying to con not a widow, but a single woman who's lost her rich parents and try.
Yeah.
I mean, the story's kind of cool. Like, I really like it. But I think it could have done better in the directing and writing aspect of it.
That's exactly how I feel, Brad. I think this movie is so visually stunning. It is very much a. There's parts where Johnson is literally taken from 8.5, from Fellini's 8.5. Like the musical cues is from what's called Fellini's movies. I think it's from 8.5. I believe it is an 8.5. Um, but yeah, I mean, this movie's visually striking. I love it. The lighting is great. I think it looks fantastic. The casting is great too. I love Rachel Weisz in this movie, man. I think everybody is doing a damn great job.
Yeah,
But man, I love Rachel Weisz in this movie. She
yeah,
is so
she's great.
charming. She's just so likable, and it sucks that like she's involved in this plot where they're basically like taking advantage of her. But
Yeah,
like, of course, that's not how it ends, right? But um, I love this movie. I mean, I love the casting. I think that the writing is just not there. I think the writing is just not there, and I think that narrative wise, the directing is just not there either.
I
Um,
mean that's where I fell into it. At the end of it, I was like, it's man, you know.
it's not the best movie I've seen for Ryan Johnson, man. Like I like. I'm gonna be real honest. I think this might be my least favorite Ryan Johnson movie.
I mean,
I like, of course, The Last Jedi the most. Like
God heard that.
Knives Out, Glass Onion it's great.
I still
Brick,
need to watch the sequel to Glass Onion, or
yeah,
is Glass Onion the sequel?
Glass Onion is a sequel.
Okay, I need to watch Glass
Yeah,
Onion.
yeah, it's on Netflix if you want to watch it. But yeah, like I think about those films that I've seen for Ryan Johnson. I'm like, I like these more, man. Like I think that he does a better job in those films.
I mean, I couldn't really compare it to The Last Jedi because it's The Last Jedi. There's really nothing with this to compare it to. But with Brick, like I had, you could compare because Brick's like this detective mystery in a
Yeah,
way, and this is like a crime caper. So they're somewhere in the same universe.
yeah,
And I just prefer Brick. I just feel like that narratively is stronger and it's better written and better directed,
mm-hmm.
even though it's an older movie from his. I just think this one, I think the casting is fantastic. I think the cinematography is great, but the pacing in certain scenes, it's like this could have been written better. This could have been directed better. And that's where I really have the issue. Musically, I love some of the music in this. And then also there are parts of this that made me laugh, like out loud.
Yeah,
Like I was surprised. It made me laugh out loud. Like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, "Oh, that's great." I mean, just some of this is just hilarious. Like when she drives her Lamborghini, and you think she's going to brake, and she just runs around the fucking wall. I just audibly laughed at that. I'm just like, this is so dumb.
yeah. And I love the what's it called, the chemistry between what's it called, Steven and Bloom and what's it called,
Oh,
Mark
with
Ruffalo and Adrian Brody. I think they
from
do a
the
great
kids
job.
acting, and do they? I think they list the kids. Yeah, Maximilian. No, that's show. Where are the kids?
Kids, Zachary Gordon and Max Records, right? The ones who play
Uh,
their younger versions.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, so it's Max Records plays Mark Ruffalo's what's it called, young version of his character,
I I
and
I, th-
Zachary Gordon plays
I
the other
think
one.
you could have made a film on just those two kid characters being con artists,
Yeah.
and you would have had something there by itself. I do like watching the grown up version though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Also,
I love Robbie Coltrane in this. The scene where he's just farting when he's having a conversation through the whole scene.
mhm.
I was like, this is fucked up. Like this
And
is.
Brad, you recognize who was Bang Bang?
That was Rinko Kikuchi.
who was in Babel.
Yes.
Yes, and once again, she plays another mute character.
Which Ryan Johnson, actually, when he brought this up to asking her to play,
Yeah,
here it is.
apparently.
It's actually Johnson did not write the part for Kikuchi, but was nervous when casting her. He was not sure she would want another mute part after being mute in her last American film, Babel.
But she's damn great in this movie, man.
She's good. She's fun to watch. I mean, she's just being there.
Yeah,
Just it's kind of cool having just a random character being like, yeah, she blows shit up.
yeah. And I think that the movie like has a really good atmosphere. I think like because like Johnson's got this, man, like where he loves his like crime films. He loves his noirs, he loves his like thrillers and stuff. His crime thrillers. Like I mean that's Looper is a crime thriller. I've never seen it, but it is a crime thriller.
Yeah.
You know, Brick, this one, and then obviously his Knives Out films, and to an extent, man, it's a crime. What's it called? Last Jedi also has some of that crime adventure
Yeah.
feel. So it's not something that Johnson has never done before. I think that when it came to like the writing part here and how the pace felt, like there was just parts where I was like, okay, man, like I'm not feeling like amazing, or like I'm not feeling like this is
No,
anything compelling to
I
me.
mean for a crime drama, I think the problem being it may act a little less action, and there's just parts of it where the scenes, it's like okay, you could have probably written this where the scene would have gone by a little quicker. You didn't
Yeah,
need all this. I mean, but Ryan Johnson's been known to like to have things kind of sit and settle, and you kind of wait for it to happen.
yeah.
So that's nothing new.
I
Um,
do think that like the whole caper aspect is really interesting
I like that.
because like not a lot of films, especially crime films, like take you through like the whole process and like
Yeah,
being able to do that stuff. But
you
it's
don't get
always
really
about like getting it done, not the process of actually being able to get it
yeah,
done.
you don't really get to see conmen like movies much anymore. To me, it
No.
was kind of like a comedy James Bond ish
Yeah.
kind of thing going on, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind seeing Ruffalo and Adrian Brody again on the screen together in kind of a similar fashion. I thought they were great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'd do great, man. They obviously work really well together, and I'm really happy to what's it called to have seen this where they worked like that damn good with each other, man. I thought they were great. I really do believe them as brothers, and I thought that they were really good.
Yeah,
Yeah. But of course, what's it called? The ultimate con was the fact that you do end up with the girl. You can end
well,
up with the
and
girl.
I want to say I really did like the ending of this. I thought the ending was well done because the way the
Yeah.
ending's done, Ruffalo does a great job of hiding his character hiding being shot in the back because he
Yeah.
just rolls over and just jumps up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm totally fine," and it's the best con he ever did because he just conned his brother into thinking that he was fine
It was fine.
and he could
Yeah.
go and he could you know be with his love and yeah. I mean, and then because you knew when they said at the beginning, like, oh yeah, this is fake blood because real blood turns brown after a while, and so you can really tell they're focusing, and you're like, oh, the blood's still red on the shirt, that's cool, and then the next thing you know, it's turning brown, and you're like, oh shit,
Yep.
and then just seeing Ruffalo drag the chair out on the stage as like his final performance, like that's a chef's kiss to it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, like you said, like I think that the ending is pretty good. I really like the
Yeah,
ending. I just wish that our road to get there and how, it felt pacing wise and how like narratively it worked. Just wish it was better and it was better executed
yep,
because I didn't think it was that good. But one of those movies where it's like I like it, I don't love it.
yeah. I mean, I'm glad I watched it, but I'll probably never need to watch again. But I hope someone comes up with more of kind of these little con artist, detective, like those stories, because I don't think we see enough of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we can get some good picks for that when in November when we do November.
Yeah,
So yeah. It's gonna be pretty cool. But overall, damn good movie. It's funny. But just nothing that I was like amazed by. But I still really liked it. I still liked it. I don't love it. I just think it's good. So I'm gonna go with about a 7.5 out of 10, Brad.
okay. And I think I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10
Yeah,
because I was really feeling mad about it.
yeah, Yeah, I think Brick is the better film for sure.
I do like Brick.
I think Brick is incredible.
Like Brick. Brick is different. Brick is just a different kind of, this noir movie with child actors. Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a child actor in it. And it does something that I never seen before, like on the screen. This to me, I feel like you could say you've seen some stuff like it.
Yeah,
And just narratively, it doesn't draw me in like Brick did.
yeah. Also, I love how he still somehow gets a way to get Joseph Gordon-Levitt into his movie.
Yeah, just someone in a bar or something. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he always works with him, right? But I love how that one was his way of getting him in there.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, that concludes our review of the Brothers Bloom. And as always, keep up to date with us on nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore _, Instagram at the nerdcore, Letterboxd at the nerdcore, TikTok at the nerdcore, patreon.com/the nerdcore. For $1 a month, you get this episode along with our Monday episodes. I mean, our Tuesday episodes live early and ad free before anybody else gets to watch them. So you get those and any extra reviews that we do early at that tier. Of course, we have other tiers like the $5 tier where you get our TV show commentaries and our mini pod directly to you guys there. So check all that stuff out. Patreon.com/nerdcore. Of course, our Discord link is in the description below so you can join our community and discuss with us. Also, make sure you leave a comment on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video, please. It would be cool to have a discussion with you guys about this movie. Also, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the channel. Also, on the podcast side of things, make sure that you leave a 5-star review and you follow us on your favorite podcast app of choice. All of that helps us out so much. And of course, Brad, we're going to be starting Bergman Month 3 next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brad won the wheel, so he's
Again.
going first.
I think I won the wheel last time too.
Yeah, I think so. I think when it comes to the wheel, you always win.
I win the wheel.
Yeah. So we've got that. We're starting off with the Devil's Eye, so very excited for that. And of course, with that said, we want to thank our patrons because without them, it's not possible. Thank you guys so much. Can you tell them about our executive producer, Shane, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thriftedIL or go buy something from the Suppy God at prisoncityvintage.com.
All right, man. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow for our this officially releases on Saturday, so tomorrow we'll be back for our review of The Boys season 4 episode 5, Brad, or 6. So many shows I'm juggling, I don't remember what episodes we're on.
So The Boys is episode, I don't remember, 6.
I think it's 6 in the afternoon, and then at night we do House of the Dragon season 2 episode 4, which I've heard, Brad, is a massive episode. I've heard that some people said that if you are going to watch an episode of House of the Dragon, this is the episode that you need to watch. So I'm excited. But more stuff on the way, guys. The Acolyte on Friday, all that wonderful stuff. So check out all that stuff we're doing. We're almost done with the Acolyte. Thank God. Thank God.
Did you watch the newest episode?
Yeah, I watched the newest episode, Brad. Yeah. Thank God, man. But with that said, we're getting out of here, Brad. Let's send them out.
All right, Raul. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat today. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, don't con the lovely lady. Just fall in love with her. Young Yoda out. Also, Joey Chestnut would have won today.